Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another Cast on the 14th of September with the FA Hippie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little tired. And not because, I had a long, arduous day of work. Not because I put in a 10 to 12-hour shift. No. Simply because I chose to fight my daughters and my brother. Now, I must say, I came out victorious because really, I'm gonna kick everybody's butt. Your butt, their butt. But it's cool, man. It's cool having my daughter here full time. She yesterday was her first day, and I took the girls out to Chuck E. Cheese just so, because see, Amelia's very attached to her mother, like very, very attached, and that separation from her, I knew, at some point it'll get to it because she's like on the hip. So I mean, everything was good yesterday, and then once it became nighttime, she was asking about her mom. So I called her mom on FaceTime, and Amelia started trying to cry or whatever, and I was like, "All right, it's cool. Yeah, I ain't tripping." So we got off the phone, and I just had a nice little conversation with her. She calmed down, and then we watched Emperor's New Groove and some other movie. What's the other movie? Oh, Encantos. I can't remember. No, was that this morning? I don't even remember. We was watching something and then falling asleep. So it ended up the day was good. The night seemed like it could have turned, but no, it was cool. Trying to again figure out how to try to work the way I want to and having her full time, but it's just something I just have to figure out. I don't really sit out here and make excuses. At least that's what I try not to do. Try not to make excuses. A lot of you women out there do it. I can do it. Just gotta figure it out. Gotta change up a couple of things. Gotta call in the Audible. Let's go over the play, coach. We need to. It's 4th and 3. We're at the 45, and it's a minute and 47 seconds left. We're trying to score and win this game. We're not gonna. We're not gonna Denver Broncos this thing and kick a field goal and miss. When you got a 243 or $50 million quarterback sitting on the sideline watching the kicker lose the game, we're going to handle the business. So it was cool. Today was even better. She woke up, breakfast, lunch. Kennedy came. They've been hanging out. We've been hanging out. We wrestled. They ate. So take Kennedy to school early in the morning, which should be fantabulous. I'm looking forward to getting up even earlier than I normally do. I mean, I normally get up that early, but not on purpose unless I have to work. And since this whole Amelia thing, I'm just still trying to figure out how to even do that. That should be working Friday, Saturday, but if I'm trying to get back in there tomorrow too, if I can. But it's dope, man. It's like again, it's a challenge that I'm more than happy to accept. I love being around my girls. They're awesome, full of energy. Just trying to take a more calmer approach with them, like just be a lot more relaxed. Not relaxed, but when I'm talking to them, if I do have to come down on them, just being more understanding and stuff, like especially with Amelia, because with the little bit of time I have with her, I try to instill my ideologies and and my just trying to teach her how to be humble and all that. Just trying to teach her. So sometimes I will be probably a little bit. I didn't think so, but I heard I can be a little, I guess, aggressive towards her. Not towards her, but the word, like the way I talk. 'Cause I don't hit my daughters. But I'm like, what? I don't be yet. I don't even. I barely even get like. I don't be getting it. I just think that people are just too sensitive nowadays, bro. I'm like, yo, you didn't even get half of what I got as a kid. Y'all used to get cussed out, bro. Slapped across your face. What? Spitting all in your face, parents yelling at you. You just sitting there, just like, are you done? Like, dang, y'all yelling at me and stuff. I don't even do that to my daughters. I just they do something. I'm like, bro, you tripping? And I tell them how it is, and I basically keep it pushing. So just now they're not boys. Just trying to ease down, just be a little bit more easy with everything. But it's been cool, man. Having her these last few days. They downstairs now. Well, Kennedy should be getting to bed, to be honest, because what time is it? It's almost 10 o'clock. But my name is not Artest Abel. It is Artist. Artys. But shout out my little cuz. That's my little cuz. That's my cousin's kids over there. Love my little man. Shout out Abel and his football team. My man right there. But so it's great to have Amelia and them. Oh, speaking to you, Amelia and Kennedy that was looking for you today. So if we're free this weekend, we'll try to come to one of your games and stuff. But anywho, so that's what's going on there with Amelia, and it's pretty dope, to have her. But yeah, so I'm gonna just dive into this real quick because again, I just don't get why everybody's so triggered by the Little Mermaid being black. So I wanted to look up something because as soon as I was talking to my brother about it, I'm just like, y'all mad because Little Mermaid is black. But is anybody mad that Cleveland Brown was voiced by a white man? I'm waiting. Is anybody upset with all those racist jokes that come out of Family Guy? Cleveland Brown is voiced by a white man. I don't hear nobody scream about that at all. His name is Mike Henry. He's a white guy. So apparently they've just changed this to a new actor. They just switched to a black actor. All right, whatever. But I digress. Let's go back even further. I just wanted to look up a couple of different things because I just don't get why is it when colored people do stuff is the issue. White people been whitewashing them Hollywood for years, no problem. As soon as a black person, and again, these are fictional characters that you can get in a coloring book that is completely plain and just black outline, and you can color mermaid purple if you wanted to. I mean, they're fictional characters, bruh. They can be adapted any type of way they want to. I just don't get why people. So let's go, just to give a couple. I don't know who that is. Angelina Jolie and Mighty Heart. It says Angelina Jolie earned some of the best reviews of her career with Mighty Heart, despite the fact she was playing the role of Marianne Pearl, who was a mixed race. Pearl's father was Dutch Jewish and her mother was Afro Chinese Cuban. The real Marianne gave Jolie her blessing to play the part before she signed on. Okay, so she got a blessing. Angelina Jolie again. Okay. Whitewashed Rose was her turn as Fox in the adaptation of Mark Miller and J.G. Jones' comic book series Wanted. Fox was written as an African American woman and was partly inspired by Holly Berry. Anthony Hopkins, The Human Stain. One of the main characters in Philip Roth's novel, The Human Stain, is an African American professor named Coleman Silk who passes as white. Anthony Hopkins was cast in the role for Miramax adaptation. So, I mean, he's a black man who could pass as white like my grandfather. And instead of just getting a light-skinned man, They get an English white man. Okay. Ben Affleck, Argo, Best Picture winner. Argo is one of the highlights of Ben Affleck's career, but his decision to cast himself as the lead, Tony Mendez, who in real life is Hispanic, didn't sit right with many. Carrie Mulligan, Drive, was originally written as a Latina woman. Mulligan was cast after she met director Nicholas Winding Refn, who felt strongly she was a perfect actress for the part. Christian Bale and Joe Egerton's Exodus, Gods and Monsters. Ridley Scott faced extreme backlash for casting Christian Bale, Joe Egerton, and many other Caucasian actors in his biblical epic Exodus, Gods and Kings. Bale as Moses and Egerton as Ramses II were particularly blind spots. Emil Hirsch, Speed Racer. The Wachowski siblings whitewashed the entire main family in Speed Racer based on the 1960s Japanese anime and manga series of the same name. The Japanese family is turned into a Midwestern one played by the likes of Emil Hirsch, John Goodman, and Susan Sarandon. Emma Stone faced a ton of controversy for her role in Cameron Crowe's Milan Aloha. The recent Oscar winner plays Allison Ng. I don't know how you pronounce that. Who is stated as having a father of half Chinese and half native Hawaiian descent, plus a mother of Swedish descent. Jake Gyllenhaal, Prince of Persia, obviously. They chose Gyllenhaal over an Iranian actor in the lead role. Jennifer Connelly, A Beautiful Mind. Connelly won Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for a role as Alicia Nash, and Ron Howard was A Beautiful Mind. Nash was from El Salvador in real life. So, like, they're whitewashing factual characters, like actual characters. We're not talking about, oh, Aladdin is black. Oh, Aladdin jumping through the hood with the truck. Y'all mad about, like, cartoon characters. I still want y'all to pull up when they tried to make Harriet Tubman. They tried to cast a white woman as in a Harriet Tubman movie. Go look at. I'm not going to do all the work for y'all. You got to do some work. Go look it up. They tried to cast a white woman in a Harriet Tubman movie. I asked Harriet Tubman. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. I hate that this stupid phone be putting periods in my junk. Like, yeah. So, Julia Roberts floated to play Harriet Tubman by Hollywood studio execs. Julia Roberts. They went in Julia Roberts to play Harriet Tubman. I can see why the movie wasn't made. What are you talking about? What? Okay. I'll play Vladimir Putin. Yeah, I think I look just. You see it right there? That's the Vladimir. What are y'all talking about, bro? So just the crying that people do is just someone wants it. It's like there's so much stuff in life already that sucks. Why add to it with like petty and stupid, baseless arguments over things like gender and race of a character? Like, I mean, for real. Because I'm over the whitewashing. You know, that's why I like Marvel. Marvel including everything with the exception of when they made the Joan and Doctor Strange a white woman, the ancient one, which, you know, but outside of that, they've gotten everything else pretty much spot on. Getting the race right, inclusion. So, you know, I just think y'all need to go and get a hobby, a job, a life, a friend, a girlfriend. He said, "What's that background? This little boy. It's a plant. You need to go to sleep." Look at my. So But I just wanted to get that out of the way because this is very annoying that we got to keep having these stupid race conversations every single week, every day. Good Lord. Yo, Steph Curry. Shout out Steph Curry. He has nearly locked down a lifetime contract worth more than $1 billion. $1 billion. That must be tight. Because them shoes ain't cool. I mean, they probably some good basketball shoes, but like wearing them out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw on some Steph Curry Under Armours with the Gucci. No, won't be happening. The Jordans with the. Now we're talking. Steph Curry's. They're probably some great basketball shoes though. Protect them ankles. Definitely protect them ankles. You know he the ankle man. So, but shout out Steph, man. Shout out Steph. That's dope, man. It's good to see. Disney was forced to remove a controversial item. You know the ears of Disney? Well, they made it look like some man with a backed up load just bust all over the top of their heads. You think I'm lying? Look. Am I lying? Yep. Just looks like it's dripping on down your ears. Yep. He couldn't get to the face. Like put it on the top of your locks, so the top of the head. It was bow. There you go. Wipe it out your eye. You all right? $195 for this, guys. Seriously. $175 to $195. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I just thought that was funny. Says Minnie is dripping with excitement as she celebrates the centenary of the Walt Disney Company in her typical fashionable style with her ear headband, part of Disney's 100 Platinum celebration. This limited release commemorative ear headband has been designed by Disney artists for a special platinum dipped effect and includes a coordinating padded below, all presented in a special keepsake box. Why do they think they can get away with stuff like this? Why is it dripping white? Why? Because it's platinum? What, like, bruh? They know what they be doing. Just like how you be putting the little sex symbols and stuff in the cartoons and stuff. Like, they know what they was trying to do. They wanted y'all to walk around. That was like a little code for you little freak lady. If I had seen one of you women walk around one day, excuse me. So what you got doing? What you doing tonight? Are you busy? No, I just wanted to see if you want to go out to eat or something because it's the ears. I just love the ears. They're telling me something about you. They're telling me that the finish is going to be great. Anyway, I'm just joking. I kid. If I offend, I'm sorry. Please forgive. That's Eminem. Man, I tell you. So let's see. I did a few picks. I mean, I did all the picks with Cardo, but I didn't write them down. That's what I need to. I need to go in, I guess. Let's see. Sorry. I always get a little distracted. I'm tired. Amelia was up. I already knew. I went to sleep last night at what time? I woke up at like 3:30 and went to sleep at like 4:30. I was like, yo, she gonna be up at 8. Yeah, she was wide awake. Yo, I tried to take a nap and woke up. She was standing right. Scared the hell out. I was like, oh, yo. Oh man, kids, you gotta love them. You gotta love them. All right. So where was I? What else I had to talk about? Them kids are a trip. All right. Okay. Here we go. So this is really random. I was watching Jungle Book with Amelia this this morning, and it's funny because like not the whole movie, but basically once Baloo and Bagheera gets into the movie, they're trying to get him back to the man village. They were trying everything to get that boy over there, young. No, I won't go. Ran away. Had to fight the snake. Had to fight Shere Khan the tiger. My man was going through it. Had to deal with the elephants, the orangutan, the monkeys. He went through all of that, right? Just for him to accidentally walk past the man village and see that girl, young. And it's so funny. I never noticed how sexualized that moment is. It's crazy. Because they're like, what, 8 to 10? First of all, she's singing the most grown up song. Hold on. Can I find the words? Let me see. She said something like, well, I will go and fetch the water. Yo, hold on. Let me see this joke. Hold up. When I grow older, fetch the water. Then she talking about having a kid of her own and all this stuff. I'm like, what? But when she sees him, she looks at him with the most sexualized face I've ever seen, and it almost made me uncomfortable watching it. Hold on. Where's that song? Jungle. How would I describe it? Jungle Book songs. Fetch the water. Yeah. Come on. I want the words. They gonna play it. My own home. That's what it says. But what's the words? Here it is. I think it says lyrics. Ah, here we go. Let's make sure they ain't mute me. Last time I was gone that long. Let's see. It says, my own home, my own home, my own home. Father's hunting. Okay. Father's hunting in the forest. Mother's cooking in the home. I must go and fetch the water till the day that I am grown. Till I'm grown. You get the point. Till I'm grown. I must go and fetch the water till the day that I am grown. She looks up with these Angelina Jolie, Beyonce freakum eyes. I said, oh my goodness. Mowgli's face was like here, there's like twitch. So then she see Mowgli. She look at him. She puts her little thing on her head. She starts to walk away and like drops it. Mowgli picks up the little the tub with the thing to get the water. He scoops the water. He hands it out to her. She turns her back to him, starts sashaying off, and was like, "Then I will have a handsome husband and a daughter of my own, and I will send her fetch the water. I'll be cooking in the home." Like that's this girl is 8. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna get the clip and I'm gonna put it back on here. I promise y'all. Y'all don't realize, y'all ain't recognize it because we were so young watching it. But I just watched the joint today. Look at the girl's face, young. She was ready to tear Mowgli up. He might not have been her first. I'm just saying. My man Mowgli, they fought so hard to get him to try to get him there, and he resisted. He saw her. My man picked up. He ain't asked no questions. put that joint in his head and followed her straight into the building. See y'all later. I do remember the second one. I think he lived with her family, but I know Shere Khan came back. I remember seeing they made like a follow up. Just thought it was funny. If you're a fan of Jungle Book, that's one of my favorite Disney movies because of all the dancing and singing and stuff. But if you are a fan and you want to go see, go check it out. I promise you. I promise you, you're going to laugh because you probably never recognize how she looks at him. Like, you know how they say a woman sees a man and in the first like 60 seconds to 2 minutes of them, she knows if she wants him or something. Yeah, she knew. So she looked up and just gave him the like, it's on look. I said, oh, Mowgli better slow his roll. Let me go over these NFL picks again because I can't. I know I was messing around with Cardo or whatever, but I don't remember. I didn't write anything down because I would have to go back and watch. Oh my goodness, shut up. Oh yeah, NFL. Till I'm grown, then I will go and fetch the water. Till the day that I am grown, I will have a sexy woman. Like, that was just so funny. I'm just killing me. So I have to change a pick because Keenan Allen is hurt. Chiefs. Sorry. Oh no, that defense still so savage. They put me in the tough spot with that one. I think I said Chargers, Dolphins, Browns. You know what I find very disrespectful? This right here. Check this out. The Lions have been underdogs in 24 games. They are now slated to beat the Redskins. Come on, young. Come on, young. Our team. Our team. That's ridiculous. Of course, our team. They're going to beat our team. No, they're not. Taking the Redskins. Taking the Buccaneers. Taking the Giants. Taking. I'm going to take New England. I'm going to take the Jags. I'm going to take the Rams. I'm going to take the Seahawks. And the Seahawks are they're underdogs by 8.5 points. Bengals over the Cowboys because the Cowboys suck. Don't forget, Cowboys suck. Broncos over the Texans. I'm gonna take Raiders over Cardinals. Yeah, I hate to see the Cardinals fall into a hole early. And I'm gonna take Packers over the Bears. I think the Eagles might get that one and the Bills. You know, I was trying to say on the podcast with Ricardo before it's cut off me going through the mountains of up in Maryland into Pennsylvania. When Dak got that money, he was injured. Remember, he was coming back. He had like messed up his rotator cuff or he hurt his arm or something. And in that first game, they had him throw the ball like 50 times. Now, because of that same money he's being paid, an injury they just said that might take 6 to 8 weeks. They're trying to rush him back 3 to 4. Your hand is very important to your living lifestyle. And I think it's his dominant hand. You don't want him to come back and re-aggravate his hand. Like, if y'all go 0-4, let him just come back when he's healthy. Don't rush that man back. And the same thing happens when his hand smacks my helmet and he re-aggravates his breaks because it's not fully healed. Y'all rushing him back. And I think it has something to do with paying these guys all that money. They're gonna give guys. They gonna be sitting there looking at you like, come on, get through this rehab. I need you back on the field. It's interesting. Like personally, I like that. I hate the team he plays for, but I like him as a person. Want to see him do well. I think all black people like to see black quarterbacks do well because it's such a predominantly like a white position. Make us seem like we're not smart enough to run that position, and it's not true. We just have different skill sets. Now you're starting to see guys like Josh Allen, Daniel Jones, who can run. He just, who are athletic, who could take off, just like any other athletic, uh, colored, you know, athlete or whatever. So we'll see. Football is changing. Um, of course, you're gonna always have your pocket passes, but when you have both, when the guy can do both at a high level, you just have an advantage. Honestly speaking. Let me see. I know She-Hulk comes out overnight, and I hope that it starts to pick up a little bit. I like the show, but again, just a slightly just too jokey, and I don't feel like it's really progressing anywhere. I feel like I'm in that Kamala Khan stage where it's like they're taking their time to like further the story, inching it out, which is cool, I guess, because it's in a series. But I mean, you want people to come back and want to see the next episode. I mean, with the exception of the people, whoever not Cardi, what's her name? Meg the Stallion fan, they might come back and try to see what happened in the next episode, but you probably won't see Meg the Stallion anymore this series. But if you do, there you go. People really sticking by to see the cameos, in my opinion. So you gave us Wong, you gave us Abomination. We're still waiting on Daredevil and whatever else might be unseen and unheard. We had the small connection to Wolverine, and they talked about the Celestial. So I'm definitely curious to see what this episode. How long before we get Daredevil? I could have sworn she said like episode 4 was going to be it. Maybe because of the Donnie Blaze thing. Maybe I don't know, and all the Easter eggs and that. I did miss that Man Thing was in the Werewolf by Night trailer. Completely missed him because it's black and white. It was kind of hard to make it out. But I know the people that probably make the videos, YouTube videos and stuff. They actually watching them like 2 times slow speed or whatever. So they get to like really see everything. I watch it once and I just make my my opinion on it. But yeah, this was random. Swarm of 40 drones over Fort Irwin, an ominous sign of what's to come. Basically, they're talking about weaponized drones that are able to explode or, you know. Sorry, brain fart. It's not meant to be funny, but initially, when I read this article, I thought the headline was funny until I read the full headline. And apparently, there was an inmate It was an inmate tortured with Baby Shark on loop for hours, but he's found dead in his cell. So that's not funny. But the fact that they would torture somebody with Baby Shark, I thought, I was thinking that maybe his crime was had to do with children or something, but I don't think it did. An inmate who accused his jailers of forcing him to listen to children's song Baby Shark for hours on loop has been found dead. John Basco, 48, was found unresponsible in his jail cell early Sunday morning. Officials said um, Basco was booked into jail Thursday on a drug trafficking complaint, but before that, he and other inmates sued the county for allegedly handcuffing them to a wall and playing Baby Shark on repeat for hours. The alleged torture took place on several occasions in 2019 and lasted for several hours. Jail staff attempted life-saving efforts when he was found Sunday morning, but were ultimately unsuccessful. He was the 14th inmate to die at the jail this year. What? That doesn't sound fishy. Like inmates sued the jail and now they're turning up dead. Oh, Oklahoma. Oh, here it clears it all up. Oklahoma County Detention Center spokesperson Mark Opgrande says there were no obvious signs of foul play. I'm sure there were. I'm sure they were. Of course not. There never is. Epstein, all the people that just end up dead and not facing their trial or whatever to get justice. Yeah, they always just turn up dead, and y'all have no idea how it happens. Okay, but y'all got cameras. Maybe not in the cell, but from what I've seen on 60 Days In, unless that's just they just do that for the show. I mean, y'all don't necessarily have them in there. I know from, but y'all have them in the unit, so you would. Let me guess. The camera's cut off. So the detention officer's boss was also named in lawsuit for learning about the mistreatment and not stopping it. The boss retired and two officers were fired after investigation confirmed the inmates were subjected to questionable discipline. I'm really bothered by this. Spradlin says one of the Baby Shark victims is conveniently dead within 3 days of his arrival at the jail. How does that happen? District Attorney David Prater just lost one of his witnesses for the upcoming criminal trial. For me, this is one does not pass the smell test. No, it does not. That's crazy. Anything to cover your own butt, I guess. So R. Kelly is found guilty on pornography, sexual abuse charges in federal trial. So it says disgraced. Shout out Shiraz DeGrace. That's my man. The great did it again. Disgraced R&B superstar R. Kelly found guilty Wednesday on sex crimes, including producing child pornography and enticing minors to engage in sexual activity in the second federal trial. Kelly, 55, faced multiple child pornography, sex abuse, and obstruction charges involving an early investigation that ended with his acquittal in the 2008 state child pornography trial in his hometown of Chicago. Which I don't understand how he was found, he was acquitted. It was him in the video. I saw the video as a kid. We had LimeWire, downloaded it. I saw it. It was R. Kelly. A jury in the same city found Kelly guilty on 3 counts of child pornography and 3 counts of enticing a minor. He was acquitted of conspiracy to obstruct justice, charging. He was acquitted of a conspiracy to obstruct justice charge, accusing him of fixing the 2008 trial. He faces 10 to 90 years in prison. He was already serving a 30-year prison sentence after he was convicted in the New York federal court last year of racketeering and violating the Mann Act, a sex trafficking law, including having sex with underage girls. So we don't have to go into any further. I mean, you get what you deserve. You get what you always get what you put out. You know? So sad to hear that. That the guy that I grew up listening to his music. he would end up being that guy. Basically, Sarver from the Phoenix Suns owner, he was suspended for a year, fined $10 million for conduct at, like, just misconduct at the workplace, saying the N word a few times, possibly sexual misconduct, or at least conversations or saying things. LeBron says that he detailed his disappointment with the NBA's punishment of Phoenix Suns owner Robert Sarver, writing, "Our league definitely got this wrong," in a series of social media posts Wednesday. So he writes, "Read through the Sarver stories a few times. I got to be honest, our league definitely got this wrong. I don't need to explain why. Y'all read the stories and decide for yourself. I said it before and I want to say it again. There is no place in this league for that kind of behavior. I love this league and I deeply respect our leadership, but this isn't right. There is no place for misogyny, sexism, and racism in any workplace. Don't matter if you own the team or play for the team. We hold our league up as an example of our values, and this ain't it." Chris Paul writes, "Like many others, I reviewed the report. I was and am horrified and disappointed by what I read. This conduct, especially towards women, is unacceptable. Must never be repeated. I am of the view that the sanctions fell short in truly addressing what we can all agree was atrocious behavior. My heart goes out to all the people that were affected." So, what do they want to happen? Do they want him to be removed, like the Clippers, or do they want less? So, among the litany of allegations first reported by ESPN last November and corroborated by the investigation conducted by the law firm Watcho, Lipton, Rosen, and Katz, Sarver was found to have, on at least 5 occasions, repeated the N word when recounting the statement of others. "I've talked to some players," Silver said Wednesday. "Those have been private conversations. I'll leave it for the players to speak directly how they feel." So I'm trying to figure out. So there's a woman. Is this Tamika Tremagulo, the executive director of the NBPA, I guess the National Basketball Player Association, issued a statement saying that Sarver's reported actions and conduct are horrible and have no place in our sport. Okay, so I think they want him to be fired. And he should be. Not only did he show racism, he showed sexism and misogynism. Like, get out of there. What is there to even I mean, 3 strikes, you're out. Get him out of there, man. Get your man out of there. He doesn't I don't know if that's what they're saying, but that's what I'm saying. He needs to go. Suspended him for 1 year, $10 million. I mean, I don't know. Tigers don't change stripes, right? So he'll just be walking around there just holding his tongue. Doesn't mean he won't be that person here. You can only fake for so long before eventually you are who you are. I'm sure Art Kelly, after his first trial, probably chilled out for a little bit. Oh, I'm done. I'm over. I'm good. I'm over messing with little girls. I'm done. I ain't doing it no more. And then 3, 4 years later, he's like, that little girl right there. People don't change who they are, bro. Especially when they're that old. Like, not saying he's old, but when they're that old, you don't change, man. You just have a better way of just keeping it together, or trying to just keep that side silent. Like, just saying. Shout out my boy Aaron Judge. Yes, sir. Hit 55 and 56 yesterday. I'm hoping that well, I know for certain he gonna break the record. What's today? Dang. I wanted to go to New York to see the Yankees versus Red Sox. Now, I got Amelia. No, I mean, not meaning I can't go because I got Amelia. I'm just saying, like, now it's just like priorities kind of change. You know what I'm saying? Damn. I would love to be there and sit right on the side, like, right hand hitters normally hit the home run to the left side of the field for the most part, to the left to the middle. I mean, they'll get, if they throw it outside, they connect, they can hit it out right. But most of the time, left to middle. So I'm trying to sit left to middle, right there. Move, get out the way, catching that thing, bringing it back like I did the Redskins, Jones. They was throwing the t-shirts, took 5 of them, Jones. Shoot. It was like, sir, can I get one? Nah. You better go and catch your own. Thank you. That's a true story. I asked Carter. I was snatching them Jones out the air. Ah. Um. Oh yeah. Sorry. So I saw that. Did I talk about Fury fighting Joshua? I think Fury gonna give him a beat down December 3rd in Cardiff. Cardiff, Wales, however you put it. He gonna get him the slap down of a third time. Like he's gonna knock him out, first of all. Like, but you know what? That's sorry. He could knock him out. But Joshua can box better than Deontay Wilder. So, but I still think Fury going too much. Too much. Too much. It says right here, Serena teases Brady style comeback. I mean, she literally just retired like 2 days ago. What am I supposed to say that? I don't know. What is this here? This is from Hoops on Twitter. Top 5 mid ranges I've ever seen. Kawhi, CP3, Kobe, Jordan, 2015, 2018, Warrior, Sean Livingston. I ain't gonna lie. He was knocking down all mid range at that time. But over Jordan, though, I don't know. I don't know. Might put up number 2. Yeah, Sean Livingston in that time frame, though. See, but you can't just put somebody in that short time frame over somebody who did it their whole career. So off of that, he should be number 5. Just off of that. But no, he did. He was knocking it down. He definitely was knocking it down. I remember that. What else I got up in here before I go? Cause I'm tired. Yeah. Oh, and the main. I just wanted to put this out. A lot of people that just don't get it. Like we're trying to. When you're trying to get to a certain point in life, there's like small sacrifices. When people are in like relationships or not even relationships, but if you're in a relationship where you're just dealing with somebody, talking to somebody, I get you want to get to know them and you want to see him all the time. But it's just so ridiculous to see people always just get upset because you don't always have the time to like be available to go be with them and all that. And it's like, yo, you're being small minded. I'm trying to get to a place of comfort, and like whether you want to be wealthy or just be comfortable, I'm trying to get there. Whether you want to be 100,000 millionaire, or above that, I'm trying to get there. We're trying to get there. You're trying to get there, and you're stuck on that you haven't seen me in a week. I haven't seen you in a week, so I'm gonna blow up and go all crazy. People just y'all gotta know what y'all want. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You almost sometimes just can't have your cake at all. You just got to go with what is given to you, bro. It's ridiculous. Because at the end of the day, once this guy, this girl, they reach where they're trying to reach, and you see them down the line, and you'll be just blown out your mind. Like they got a whole new family, got kids and all this stuff, and then you still doing the same stupid stuff you do. But this person here understood that this person, the new partner, understood that they were going somewhere. And instead of worrying about the little insignificant things, they focused on the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is being well off, because that's what everybody should want, to be well off and not be tight and all that type of stuff. But I digress. I say that, but who am I but a guy? I don't want to miss this part of my movie here. It's one of my favorite parts. So I'm out of here. Y'all smoke weed, be easy.